I've got a beautiful, soft, hollow pocket recipe for you. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to Cook with Mel. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you know when we've posted a new recipe. Oh my gosh, guys, these hollow pockets are just so cute, soft, amazing. I think from how I'm squishing it, you'll be able to see how soft and beautiful it is. The nutritional information is in the description box and a list of the measurements, ingredients, etc. And it's only 6 ingredients. Let's get into that recipe now. Grease and line a baking sheet with parchment or baking paper and set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. And we're going to bake these hollow pockets on the lower end of your oven, so place your rack on the lower end. We're going to whisk our wet ingredients. So to a mixing bowl, add 1 1/4 cup of boiling hot water, steam, and 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. And the last wet ingredient we're going to add is 3 egg whites, but I'm going to set up my mixer first, and because I don't want the egg whites to cook, so I want my machine ready to go, and you would do the same. I'm going to drizzle my egg whites into my wet ingredients as my machine is running, so we'll start that off. Meant to say we only needed 3 egg whites for that, and we only mixed for 30 seconds. It's just to incorporate the wet ingredients. Now let's do the dry, and to a bowl you're going to add 1 1/4 cups of almond flour, 5 tablespoons of Psyllium Husk Powder, and I've put, if you like measuring in grams, I've put all of the measurements in the description box as usual. 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. Just going to whisk that all together now. This is totally optional. I am going to add a teaspoon of Nutritional yeast. My brand, it's just Lowan Whole Foods. I don't know if you can see that, but you might not be able to get it in your country, but try to find, if you love a bready kind of taste, then try to find a really good low carb yeast that's not going to break the bank for you. And once this is fully incorporated, we're just going to add all of the mixture to the wet ingredients, and then we are done after mixing. Mix the dough just until it comes together, and it should resemble Play-Doh, and it's also really sticky. So now when we work with this dough, we're going to wet our hands first. So all I've done now is I rolled it into a ball while it was in the mixer, and then I separated it out into 8 servings, which is what we're doing. We're doing 8 hollow pockets, and this is what it looks like. Now it's time to shape the dough. Wet your hands, and you could do round. If you are wanting something for lunch, maybe some bacon with cheese and lettuce, rolls, or because they're hollow pockets, you can really fill them with your protein and your fats there. So any filling you want, a burger, amazing. And you could do an oval shape if you want to do sausages with a little bit of onion, or you could do anything you like. ham. If you like ham, then you could do ham. So I'm just gonna do a variation of round and oval to, just to show you what it looks like. Okay, this is how I got it. So I've done a few round ones and I've done a few oval ones. Also, don't worry if you get cracks. These hollow pockets are gonna puff up and you won't see the cracks. And you can have some sesame seeds on there. If you want to do a garlic and herb, you can add some garlic powder. I avoid fresh garlic these days because when I did a test, the difference between using garlic powder and fresh garlic, I was actually astounded. So I'm into my garlic powder now. So if you want to do a garlic and herb, you could put some dried mixed herbs on it and sprinkle some garlic powder. It'd be actually yum. Maybe some, melted cheese at the end. These are going to now go into the oven for 50 to 60 minutes, depending on what size. So I would put it in at 50 minutes and then just check it to see, is it ready or not. Wow, look at these. Right, these are really hot, so we are going to have to let them cool down a bit, but there is also value. I mean, I felt I spaced them out pretty well, but there is value in making sure your spaces, are really good. I might, make a bow on my head. No, just kidding. They're soft and beautiful, and look how much they've puffed up. I would say if you want to do hot dogs, mine puffed up more in an oval shape, so I would make them a bit more linear if you like. So yeah, I'm burning now, so I'll let that cool a bit and we'll cut it up and show you what it looks like on the inside. Now we're going to cut them up and see, do we get a hollow pocket on the inside? As I'm cutting this, just note how soft this hollow pocket really is. It's beautiful. And yeah, I would say you get a hollow pocket. I did have to make a bit of room, but it was fine. And also, if you haven't had hollow pockets before, I wouldn't cut so much off. I would maybe cut it around there and then, just make a hollow so you can fill, sausage or bacon or, whatever meat you prefer, or, cheese with some spinach. Oh, and how about some cream cheese? That would be absolutely gorgeous. But I'm really impressed with how soft they are. Really good. I did mean to also let you know that my oven went for exactly 50 minutes. It didn't go for 60. And also what I saw, I had a bit of a panic because at about 20 minutes, 25 minutes through, they had a whitish tinge or a hue to it. Don't just leave it in the oven. Don't panic. It changes color. It turns this beautiful brown, and yours should turn out exactly, I'm not, anything special. Yours should turn out exactly like mine. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and make this beautiful bread solution alternative. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and be well.